Hey YouTube land, Accessory doing another action figure review now. I know it's been a while since I've posted a few videos. I've just been kind of busy and trying to prepare for a trip away. So I've been trying to record as many videos as I can and just get some stuff done out of the way. All that aside, here is my video review for the Aliens, the Neca Kenner Inspired Aliens Colonial Marines Apone. This is the first of 3 figures from this wave, the other 2 being xenomorphs, so this is the first of the human character, well, this is the only human character in this wave, which is this guy, Sergeant Apone. And what I'll do first is I'll get onto the box and just get him the standard outfalling. There we go. So it comes in the standard Neca window box packaging. Name of the character down there, artwork of the character, and the Aliens logo. Unfortunately, there was stickers over there, so you can see kind of tore the residue of the sticker still left on the box. So it comes in the window box packaging, and he has name, and it's the Kenner style name for Apone, and here you can see the image of the Kenner figure that they took it from. And then on the back of the box you have a collect and connect, or not collect and connect, a collect and cut and collect card, and it's actually a new image. I have the original Apone. I don't think this was the image that they used for the original one. I think this is something NECA came up with themselves. And you have other figures that are available, so you have the Alien vs Predator Sega game, I want to say. I'm not too familiar with the video game that these are based off. But you have Razor Claw Aliens, Chrysalis Alien, and Arachnoid Alien. And you have Hunter Predator, Warrior Predator, and Mad Predator. And then below that you have the Predators from the Kenner wave, or the various Kenner waves that they've released so far. So you have Ambush, which is the all clear Predator. He's translucent clear plastic with silver, bright kind of chrome silver paint applications for some of these parts. Renegade Predator, which is based on the classic, there's a 2-pack actually, but this is the one that they did on its own, I think. There was 2 versions of it. There was a standalone Renegade Predator, and then there's one from a 2-pack. And the 2-pack one came with an Alien, which was Kenner's closest homage to the Jungle Hunter and the Xenomorph from Alien. And you got the Clan Leader, which is a deluxe figure. You got Spike-tail Predator, which is really cool. Ghost Predator and Stalker. I've pretty much reviewed nearly all of these bar Ambush. And then below that you have some of the Xenomorphs and the other Marines in the line. So you have Ripley, technically not a Marine, but you have Ripley from the Kenner wave, or the Kenner Inspired. She was one of the first Kenner figures for the human characters that they did. You have the Queen Facehugger, which is a giant sized, oversized facehugger, which what I love, what NECA did was they actually released a standard style sized facehugger as well in the pack, so it wasn't just the one figure. You got Vasquez, and you got the Warrior Alien. I don't have this one. It was like a blue, the Alien that came in the 2-pack with Renegade was this kind of a standard warrior style design from Kenner, and later in the line they actually released the same figure again in a bright translucent, or almost translucent blue, a neon blue almost, and they NECA released one as well. And you have Mantis and Gorilla Alien, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. So I'll just flip the packaging around. Now included in the packaging you have this comic book, which I haven't opened up, but you also have a little sticker sheet on the back. He's the only figure I'm aware of that comes with this, and you could basically put the stickers where you want. It even says decorate figure and weapon with labels, so you could put the stickers where you wanted to. Not a big fan of stickers. I'm almost certain the original one came with the stickers and I left them off him as well, so I wasn't too pushed to put them on. But I know this comic book is an exact replica and reissue of the one that came with the original figure. And speaking of the original figure, he is here, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So, on to the figure itself. Before I go too deep into the review of the figure, I'm just going to take a quick measurement of him. So, from the base of his feet to the top of his head, he comes in around 7 inches, just under 7 inches in height. And before I forget, he does have peg holes on the bottom of his feet, because I have a horrible tendency to forget mentioning that figures have peg holes for stands, because I generally don't use stands. So, accessory wise, he comes with several accessories, most notably his grenades, which I'll get into in 2 seconds, but he also comes with a shotgun. Now, the shotgun is supposed to be a homage to his original gun, but the original gun, as you can see, it's not really it sort of looks like a shotgun, but I think it was supposed to be a laser rifle. These are the grenades from the original one, which I will show in a minute. But this shotgun, if it looks familiar, you will have seen it maybe a few times. As far as I know, the only other figure I have that from Neca that has this exact same shotgun is the Guardian Terminator from Terminator Genesis. He came with the exact same shotgun. I think this piece might have been added to it, but it's pretty much the same sculpt as far as I can tell. He comes with 2 grenades. Now, if you saw the earlier one, it looks a bit different, and you get 2 grenades and 2 of these little extension parts. And the reason for that is the tip of the grenade, or the warhead of the grenade, I suppose you could call it, separates out, and you have 2 pins and plug holes that they plug into. It could be a bit tricky pushing these in, but basically what it does is it gives you the kind of effect that the old original ones had with the rubber that were made out of complete rubber, so you could actually bend them, and you can make it look like he's throwing the grenades. Or if you don't want that, you can just take out that extra bendy wire piece and just leave them exactly as is. You get 2 of them for each, or 1 for each grenade, and the grenades have 2 pegs on them on either side of the grenade, so you can plug them into his back just like on the original figure. So if I bring in the original figure, if I just can't just stand up there without falling over on me, bring in the original figure, you can see there's 2 peg holes on the back of his back, and there's 2 pegs on the grenades. Now the grenades on mine are very, very deteriorated over years, and basically the idea behind this version of Apone was you would swing them, and if I can just make the grenade loose enough, it's in there pretty tight, let me just maneuver my hand enough, so you'd pull back on the figure and you'd fling the grenade. Unfortunately it's not the best. There is a knob at the end that you could plug in the figure's hand, and you'd fling the grenade just like that. Unfortunately, the grenades on mine aren't in the best condition, as I said. They're started to deteriorate because they're just made of a rubber plastic, or kind of, well, they're almost made of gold rubber. So I think you have the gold rubber syndrome kind of going on. You can see there's bits of it are splitting. So the grenades do look quite a bit different to the new Neca ones. I do like the new Neca ones a bit more. These ones they're good, but they're a bit brittle. Onto the head sculpt. The facial likeness is actually quite good. It looks really good, close to the actor. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, I believe he passed away last year or the year before. So unfortunately, he didn't get to see this figure in completion. Hopefully, maybe Neca managed to show their sculpting work before he passed to get a likeness, and hopefully we will get a movie style version of the figure, but with the actor after passing away There could be issues with likenesses and, you know, stuff like that for, you know, for whenever any kind of famous actor passes away, there's always kind of legal issues for releasing things with their likenesses. So this may be the only version of Apone that we get. I have seen people customize version of them, so I can imagine they'll probably buy this figure for the head, customize him, and make him look like the movie version. So it is very doable. He does have the bionic implant sort of thing on his right shoulder, just like the original figure. If I bring in the original figure, you can see it has the exact same kind of biomechanical, kind of bionics stuff on the arm. It was just a way for the figure, for them to explain that the figure could lob grenades really, really far. So I don't think it was actually intended to be like a bionic replacement for his arm, because it's actually under the sculpt. You do have his gun, which does actually holster itself on the leg, which isn't on the Neca one, but you can see that they did keep the sculpting work very close to the original. So if I just bring the original up, bring the legs, you can see they went out of the way to sculpt all the kind of padding and knee pads and stuff on the legs. The only difference is the upper legs don't have this strap where the gun would click into on the original, and they did change his green glove to a black glove. Pretty much anything else is pretty much the same, very similar if not the same colouring. He has the yellow shirt. I know the logo where it says no bugs is different as well. It's in a slightly blue, where it was purple on the original. They did keep his trademark red baseball cap. He has the stuff on the side of the head, the kind of viewfinder and microphone and all that. Swinging around to the back, he has all the straps and even the same kind of silver paint deco going up onto the back piece, and kind of the padding and the straps holding everything in place, and even they even went and did the sculpt of the pockets at the side, which is quite good. So for articulation on the new figure, his arm can rotate. I wouldn't overstress the right arm because of all this stuff on it. You could end up breaking it, but it has pistons and hinges and stuff that are supposed to replicate the biomechanics, or not biomechanics, but the bionics. He has a elbow joint in that arm. It can swivel. He has a hinge on the arm. It can go out and in, but again, I wouldn't over push it. This is a separate piece, so it could be removable if you want, but it is glued into place down here where the straps meet the belt and where these pouches are. He does have waist, but again, I would stress not to over stretch it, because you could pull, snap these harnesses. He does have out motion on the opposite arm. He does have the full, you can do a full 360 on the left hand. He has the same joint, single elbow joint with swivel on the right, on the left hand. He has this wrist swivel with a slight bit of in and out motion. Same with the other one, but it's a bit hindered because of all this kibble, I suppose is probably the best way to say. Let's take these grenades off for the time being. So again, this is all separate. He has straps here holding it on at the back, so again, it would be advised not moving the waist too much. He can do the splits that much. He can go forward. He has a single jointed knee. Actually, sorry, he has a double jointed knee. This is really nicely hidden. So you have a joint here at the top of the knee and a joint at the base of the knee. So you got double joints at the knee. It is a bit hindered by the padding on the back of the legs, so you won't get a full kind of joint out of it, but it does rotate at the top, and it also rotates at the top of the boot. You have ankle joints. This piece is a separate rubber piece as well, so you have rocker ankles. So he has quite a lot of joints. Some of them are hindered, which is probably what you would expect from this figure because of the way he's designed and the way the original figure looked. It does hinder a lot of his right arm movement and waist, so I would be careful. And head is on a ball joint. You can get some great left to right, up down, and you can do a 360 with the head. This piece is rubber as well, so again, if you wanted to, you could remove it. The only thing is that I would say is if you did remove it, I don't think there is an ear sculpt on the opposite side, so you would be losing that. But he does hold his shotgun quite nicely in the left hand, which is the way it's intended. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a trigger finger, so he doesn't exactly hold the trigger of it, but you can get him to hold it. I wouldn't stress using it for two-handed positions because of the way the sculpting is on this. You might snap this if you try to rotate it all the way around, but he does hold grenades then quite nicely in that opposite hand, so you can get some good throwing positions for the arm and shotgun positions. So overall, I think he's a great figure. He's a great rendition of the old classic Kenner one. He looks perfectly bang on, and he looks great with other Marines. And to show that, I have, standing off to the side there, this is the other version of, this is the Kenner version of Vasquez. Just get her stand without falling over. Hang on, let me just adjust her legs a bit. So there he is with Vasquez. There he is with the Kenner version of Ripley, who is actually slightly taller than him. And this is nearby. Here he is. Let's get his. Hang on. Here he is with. Just move her out of the way. Here he is with one of the standard Marines, which is the Windrix Marine. Just put his flamer. You probably could put the flame unit into the left hand, which is Apone's sort of signature weapon that I think he came with. I know the Hot Toys version used it as a signature weapon for him. You can get him like that. So all in all, really good figure. I do recommend picking them up. I think they're just hitting, I think they've been out a while now, maybe about a month or so, but I do recommend picking up that new Aliens wave. So there you go guys, quick video review. Well, it's probably been a bit of a video review for the Kenner Inspired Apone figure from Neca. And as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully with more subscriptions will keep me going for getting more content for this channel. So cheers guys.